Okay, so ladies, I mentioned to you earlier that I started Pampered Chef 11 years ago because I was just looking out of the house about 2 nights a month. Well, let me tell you, my reasons have changed. As the time has gone on, honestly, Pampered Chef, our income, my family's kind of become a little accustomed to it. So I do continue with the business because it has definitely created some financial freedom for us. But also, honestly, the friendships that I've made. Oh my gosh, I cannot even express to you how many friends that I've made in hosts and guests and my consultants on my team. So the friendships are very, very important to me. It's also allowed me to travel places that we never would have been able to travel. We have things at home that we never would have been had, including all of these tools that I have in my kitchen that I use at home and at my parties. So Pampered Chef has been wonderful for us. But honestly, 11 years ago, I mentioned I never in a million years ever imagined I'd be doing something like this. And the only way that I got interested was because of this little thing called the nosy game. If the consultant at that party 11 years ago hadn't played this game, I would not be here tonight. None of us would be here this evening. So I'd like to give you a chance to get a little nosy about what it's like to be on the other side of the apron. So I'm going to give you a chance. This is a little piece of paper, and you're going to write about 3 questions on here, which you would love to know about Pampered Chef. Now let me tell you, Pampered Chef honestly can fit any lifestyle. So if you're out there sitting here thinking, I work a full-time job, I have, kids at home, I'm going to school, that's okay. Because honestly, I feel like I'm the minority sometimes. This is my full-time job. But most of the consultants on my team either are working a full-time job or they're going to school, taking college classes, working this in between. I have retirees that have been in my team. The apron really does, it's a one-size-fits-all. So I'm going to pass this paper around. You guys are going to write 3 questions on the back of the paper. What would you love to know what this business could do for you? You want to know about time, investment, money, training? Hold nothing back. I answer it all. And then the first person to get their 3rd question on the paper is going to win a prize. So I go ahead and I pass them all around. Everyone gets a pen and paper. And the first person, I will ask them what their questions are. But I'm very careful that when they ask me a question, I try to turn around and ask them a question also. So if they ask me how much money I make, I'll say average consultant can make about $100 to $250 a party. So figure that out. Do the math. You do that 1 night a week, it's about $400 a month. What would you do with an extra $400 a month? And I will ask several people, what would you do with an extra $400? What would you do with an extra $400? If they ask me about trips, I'll say, where would you love to travel? You could pick anywhere in the world. I try to turn around and put it all about them. And then afterwards, I turn the paper over and I have them fill out the front and I ask them, if anything we talked about the business has you even just a little bit curious, just mark yes or maybe to that first question. You are not saying sign me up tonight. You're just saying well, this nosy game got me a little curious, and then I can follow up with you and go over any questions you might have. And that's my closing for the recruiting part.